And that is the power of Suction Excavator right there. Woo! Woo! That is huge, folks. So Frank, we saw the big American rig inside the workshop there. This is the one that's actually operating. You can hear it right now, can't you? Ready to go into final inspection.
That's correct.
So tell us a little bit about what we've got here.
Right, what you've got here is, we can see we've got 3 rigs preparing to move into the final inspection, which is about 150 from the exit gate.
Right.
This is an American unit, classed as a Dino 4. Due to axle weights, etc., they have smaller tank capacities on big trucks. That's just the way the Americans are.
So here, what have we got fan-wise in here?
Standard twin fan 900 millimeters, which is the mainstay of the business, the workhorse. This has a large compressor for the American market, which is exclusively used by them now. They don't have the standard, which you can see in there.
There's the compressor in there, folks.
It is.
But now we're coming more towards European models.
Yep.
So over here, Frank, come through. This unit is actually for the UK market,
It is.
Frank.
This is a standard stock unit for the UK, but with the addition of the large compressor. So it's a Dino 12 on a Mercedes truck, standard power boom, which is the mainstay of the industry, twin 900mm standard fans in red. This one, as I said, has the large compressor, which is new to the UK market.
Yeah.
But it has the added advantage for the client. If you break up the ground more efficiently, you've got to use less suction power to remove it, and that equates to economies on fuel.
However, we've got one more big step to go through before these can get on the job site, Frank. Let's go into test. Come on. So folks, the one thing that you've got to do when you're dealing with high pressure and everything like that is you've got to get the quality right, and you've got to get the pipe work right as well, folks. This has all been done by this computerized system here. So it's not a manual process anymore. And that's really why you can get perfect bends now at this that go all around the inside, isn't it?
It is, it's correct. It shows a massive investment by MTS themselves in high-tech equipment to make sure quality is kept to high levels. But also it means, because it's computerized, for spares and repairs in later dates, every tube that's bent in the factory can be remade again in the future should it be needed. So you're not reliant on pipe bending on site. You can get the exact part you want should you damage it in the future.
Fantastic. So we've got to go around another bend now, folks, and see some more machines. So folks, now in test, but we've also found a remote control, Frank. So when I need to be safely away from the machine and operating it, I can use this remote control here, folks. But also, you mentioned just through there, we'll get a clip of it, is something called a hydro drive.
It is. It's the ability to suck and drive simultaneously.
Oh, right.
So particularly useful if you're doing long trenching works, etc. And you don't want to switch off the rig to just move it a little bit further to give you extra reach.
And we can do that with the remote control.
That's correct. You can steer and you can go forward and back. It's covered with a full safety system. It's got sensors at the back and the front. So if anybody walked in front of the vehicle or behind the vehicle when you're using it, it'll automatically switch off.
Another safety feature, which again brings in the safety elements of doing that suction excavation in the first place.
That's correct.
So speed, safety, I'm away from the machine. You've got all the sensors around it as well. So I can go full on remote suction, folks. So folks, I'm here with the Mega Boom. Frank, what's the Mega Boom all right?
The Mega Boom is our second in the range of booms. It's really a standard boom, hose boom on steroids, giving you an extra 900 millimeters of reach, and it's for those long reach situations. Also features as the standard 3 hydraulic rams for ease of movement and ease of operation. It's the mainstay of the range now.
And that's why it's called Mega. So the most important thing with a suction excavator, folks, is the suction excavator element here. Again, lots of different things you can do here, but this is the first of option, and this is the standard boom, isn't it?
It is. It's our standard hose boom. It was probably the best seller for the first 15 years of production. It gives good, strong performance and excellent positioning of the hose boom itself.
So we've gone from standard to Mega, but now this is Evo, Frank.
Evo,
What's this all about?
This is the latest development, probably mainly for the German market, but it's slightly longer reach again, but it features a 4th ram, not just 3. The fourth ram just giving that final little bit of fine tuning when an operator's sucking in the hole.
So it's just an evolution there, and then people can specify this though across the world, can't they?
They can. What we think, or what we believe in MTS, that the client should have the ultimate choice in hose booms, and we offer more than anybody else with the 3 designs we've got.
So standard, mega or Evo, folks, it's your choice. So folks, it's getting a little bit noisy here because we're doing the ultimate suction test. Frank, aren't we outside? Tell me what we're doing there.
What we're doing here is each rig, before it leaves the factory, goes through several hours of hard, strenuous testing. In this instance, the machine has put up the maximum suction power, V3, and also the compressor is running at maximum. You can hear that the compressor valves are open. So this is literally revving its nuts off to show that nothing's leaking, nothing's failing. The thing is running at maximum performance, and it's doing it over several hours continuous. Just proves the performance and the longevity of the equipment.
And that's it, folks. We've got the ultimate test right here, right now, meaning that we've got the ultimate suction to get the job done on site.
Yeah.
Cheers. So now, folks, is the fun bit. I'm with Newt here, and we are in the storage area where we're going to test out how to bring suction to life. I've got my remote control here. I've got the trainer and expert over here, and we're going to bring out the boom, folks. So here we go. Watch as I learn how to get the suction going. Right, what's first step?
First step, we switch to sucking on the remote control.
Yep.
And now it's ready to work.
Right, so how do I get the boom out?
Yeah.
So which button do I press?
With the left,
Right,
up.
up,
No. The arm up,
yeah.
the stick down.
So,
So this direction.
right.
Oh,
Oh,
stop,
here he goes.
stop,
Oh,
stop.
go-
And now
Yeah. To the,
swivel it out,
we're coming
the
out.
boom.
Yeah,
Okay, to the other direction.
all right. Whoa,
And now
now we're
comes
coming
the arm
out, folks.
out.
I know it's taking some time, but I am a novice, so don't worry about this. But we'll get sucking pretty soon, folks. And I'm going to do a little demo on that one as well. Right, so now we have the big arm. Look at how easy it is, remotely from here. Right, now what?
Now we drive the boom
Yeah,
more up.
okay. So
So we do the stick down,
do the stick down, boom up.
boom up,
Fantastic.
stop.
Stop there.
Now we take the other side
Yeah,
up,
up.
and then the second
Oh,
hydraulic cylinder
We're
comes
unfurling.
outside.
We're unfurling, folks. There we go. Very, very good. That's right. Oh, you can see how far it actually comes out, can't you? Wow. Woo.
So, and now the last segment
Yeah.
to this direction. Yes, to
Right,
this
that
direction.
direction.
Yeah,
And we're coming in for the big suck now then.
yeah.
So we're ready to go.
To start the fence?
Shall we start the fans?
Yeah, no problem.
Hold on. This is good. Now this is the really exciting bit. Right. Start the fans, please.
We are here
Yeah.
on the sucking mode.
Yeah.
We look here, the compressor on,
Yeah.
the filter cleaning on,
Yeah.
and the fan on. And then we start to work with this button.
Are you
Switch
ready? 1, 2, 3.
And now we wait. The noise is the other.
Yeah, we're building up.
The fan drives up
Yeah.
and then open the door.
Yep.
1, 2,
Two.
3, 4, 5, 6. And it's up.
And there it is.
And this is the speed 1.
Yep.
Now to speed 2.
Whoa! And
And
it's
speed
really,
3.
God, it's really going for it. Whoa! Now we're going to bring it down. Number 2. Number 1. And now we're going to stop it.
The door
Right.
goes.
Woo! There's some power in that, folks. But I've got to test the real power of this for a moment now. So we're going to need to do a little test now. So what I'm going to do is do this test on my own, folks. So, folks, I've done all the chatting because now I'm going to turn it on and you will see how powerful it is. We're going to go from mode 1, 2, and then 3. And then we're going to show you with this little device. I'm going to grab hold of very quickly to see how heavy the suction is, folks. Are you ready? We're going to turn it on now. So it takes a little bit of time to warm up. We've got to get the engine and everything working in the background. We've then going to put it into number 1 mode. So therefore, you can you hear it in the background? It's warming up. Here we go. That is the power of the suction excavator. Now we're going to go to number 2. Woo! That's even bigger power. Now we're going to go to number 3. Woo! That is huge, folks. Whoa! That was so cool. Basically, I could feel it. And basically, folks, the number 1 took, yes, it was good. Number 2, yeah, that was more powerful. Number 3, I was literally going to lose this, folks. But that is the power of the suction excavation. This is why we're here today, to understand how these are built with the team from MTS.